Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is the afternoon here in the UK. I am in my office currently for this video. It is not the most aesthetically pleasing room for a video, but hey ho, that's where we are. I'm rapidly losing light. As I said, it's the afternoon. I've been to my first Reformer Pilates session of the year this morning, my fourth one overall. I'm still very, very new to it. I've also been out to walk the neighbour's dog this morning, and then I've just been doing generally a little bit of getting ready, doing hair and makeup, using a few new products and tools, which I might talk about later at some point. I'm not too sure. But one of those tools, hence the crazy hair, was my new Shark Flex. I don't think I've perfected it yet. This was my first try and I'm kind of just waiting to see how it holds. And then I need to work on how I deal with the curls. So TBC, watch this space. I will let you know how that goes. But yeah, welcome back and thank you so much for watching my last video if you did. I wanted this video to be a little bit different and I wanted to start a little bit of a mini series on this channel. So you might remember if you watched my first video or if you maybe follow me on Instagram, that one of the purposes of this account for me is to serve as a reminder to find the beauty in some of the smaller things in life or the mundane things in life. Your success or happiness doesn't have to be quantified by the big ticket things that you do in life. So I wanted to create this series as a nod to some of the simple or smaller things that I have done or will do throughout the course of the year that bring me joy, satisfaction, happiness, purpose, whatever that may be. And it might be that you find the same joy or similar joy in those things too, or maybe other things as well. So I just wanted this series to be a little bit of a nod to that. And I think this is something that I wanted to do anyway, but when I've been watching other YouTubers videos that are introducing their new year for 2025, a lot of them are talking about just having a gentle introduction to the new year or a soft introduction to the new year. And I really like that. And I think this actually speaks quite well to that. So I'm really looking forward to the series and yeah, I hope you enjoy it too. So I wanted to start with something that I actually did last year, but it was in the lead up to Christmas, and that was making some homemade gifts. I think for me, especially as I've gotten older, what the volume or value of the gifts are under the Christmas tree is really unimportant. It's not what's on my list, but it's kind of the thought that's gone into it. And I know it's such a cliched thing to say it's the thought that counts, but I actually really love gifts where I can tell that the person really knows me, or they might have seen something that to other people might seem completely irrelevant, but they've gone, aha, that really reminded me of Laura. I wanted to do something of my own in that respect. And I think it actually started a few years ago when I started buying personalised Christmas gift tags and really taking pride in wrapping Christmas gifts and buying or matching paper and bows and making them look really pretty and beautiful. And that's probably the saddest thing ever, but I really enjoyed doing it. It kind of took the stress out of the whole process of trying to spend an evening rushing wrapping presents, whereas actually if you've got yourself a cup of tea and you sit down for a few hours and you make, in really simple terms, an art form out of it, that was really enjoyable to me. So it started from there, and then gradually over time I thought, you know what, I really want to make my own homemade gifts. So this year it was 2 chutneys that I've made and some shortbread biscuits. And in this video I'm going to show you the process of making one of my chutneys. It was a honey cider chutney, which this was my 3rd year making this chutney now. I absolutely love it. And it goes beautifully with all your festive cheeses and biscuits, and I'll also share the recipe with you as well. Essentially, all you have to do is add all of your ingredients to a large pan and slowly bring it to the boil. I started by dicing into small pieces my apples, pears and onions and put them in the pan. I also added cider vinegar, honey, prunes, mixed spice, ginger, a pinch of salt and bay leaves before leaving the chutney to simmer for about 30 minutes to an hour. I keep checking on it periodically to make sure it hasn't dried out. You know it's ready because it looks glossy but it's thick. It's all melted together, but you can still make out the pieces of fruit. A test I always do is run a wooden spoon through the pan to see if the base of the pan is revealed, and if it is, then it's done. You want to make sure you sterilise some jars, which is really simple to do, and seal them with the chutney inside while it's still warm. I usually buy some labels from Amazon and handwrite those for an added personal touch. And here's what everything looked like together at the end. The reason this has made it into the Simply Beautiful series is because a couple of years ago, I just made one chutney, guinea pigging an idea that I thought was going to be really difficult, but hopefully you can see from the video that actually this is so simple and so easy to do. This year, I expanded my honey cider chutney empire and made some fig chutney, which is sticky and sweet and really, really delicious. This went really, really well, and I also made some shortbread biscuits with white chocolate and pistachio, which were a massive hit with my friends and family as well. And what I really enjoy about doing this is the process of it. So spending a quiet afternoon in the kitchen, maybe with a cup of tea, maybe with a glass of fizz, maybe with some Christmas music, or just, you know, maybe on your own in your own quiet company. And I find that really peaceful and therapeutic. There's often this pressure to spend money on your friends and family, and that's even when you don't even know if they'll like the gift that you've got. And I think homemade gifts are a really simple and easy way to gift something that could be useful, maybe not only to your family and friends, but to a colleague or maybe somebody that you don't know that well. And not only is it something that is purposeful or useful for them, it's also a gift of your time as well. So it's giving that added thoughtful element to the gift, which I love. And if you do love it, then it's not something that you only have to say for Christmas. Maybe you've got housewarming, maybe a friend has invited you over for dinner and you want to take some chutney as a gesture. You don't have to always make chutneys in batches. I've seen loads of TikTok videos that are fridge raids, you know, where you take the items that are left over in your cupboard or your fridge before you do a shop, and you could just do a fridge raid to make a single jar of chutney, and you could use that for yourself in your own home cooking, or you could use that to take as a thoughtful gift to someone and a nice gesture. Long term, I'd like to be able to gift things that maybe I've grown in the garden or made from things that I've grown in the garden, but currently I'm not having much success with that. I'll insert an image here of my latest, I'm going to say haul of parsnips, but it's basically half parsnip. Yeah, so I'm not currently doing very well at that. I think one of the things that I want to work on this year is really getting better at my vegetable patch. So hopefully I can expand my range of homemade gifts. Courgettes are just about all I can grow, and I can grow those in abundance. But one thing I did actually grow this year was a hydrangea Annabelle plant for one of my friends. So in about September, I think it was, I took a cut in from one of my own plants and put it in water. It was a really slow process, but waited for all the roots to kind of start growing and then potted it. And I gifted that to her as one of her Christmas gifts along with other things as well. And that was really kind of satisfying, and giving that to her and kind of explaining what I'd done and her surprise and thankfulness for that was, yeah, just so nice. So I really enjoyed that. So I hope you found the start of this Simply Beautiful series enjoyable and interesting, and I'd love to hear about some of the simple things that you find beauty in too. I'll hopefully be sharing videos outside of this series as well. But otherwise, I will be back soon with another episode of Simply Beautiful. See you soon and take care. Bye.